Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy, Dan Diddy.
Bitch face.
Bang, bang, boomerang.
Reaping and Sowing. Raising Kanan Power, episode number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Were y'all excited this morning?
I was.
I know he wasn't. He forgot.
You forgot?
I forgot. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was just like, oh yeah, Power is back. Yeah.
I know yesterday.
I had a lot to do.
I was dreading it yesterday. I was like, man, we gotta wake up tomorrow and watch Power, man.
Dang. I mean, I wasn't dreading it. It just slipped my mind. Got to get back in the motion, you know?
You know, gotta get more excited about this show. They gotta do some more things to get me excited. So, the show starts off with Kanan waking up in the bed talking about Isaac Newton.
Oh, yeah.
Looking up at the stars, his mom wakes him up, has a small conversation with him. He's getting his Melvin on. Eating during the conversation.
Okay.
Tells him to keep his eyes, huh?
Marvin. You said Melvin.
My bad. Yeah, Marvin. You know, she tells him to go ahead, keep your eyes on a swivel. Goes outside, newspaper gets thrown. She ends up driving him to school. That was a really long, quick explanation of the first 10 minutes of the episode.
That was accurate. She had a little bit of PTSD. You know what I'm saying? My man with the newspaper looked like he had a blicky.
I mean, who throws newspapers like that?
People in the hood.
In the 90s? Looking like Jack boys, man. I'm not surprised.
I mean, it's Power.
Anybody will run and get scared of that.
It's Power, man. You
bro,
gotta
don't throw my newspaper like that, bro.
I swear he had a ski mask on, too, man.
Nah, he didn't.
He had the hoodie and it fitted.
He definitely had a hoodie on.
And then the whole Newton about every force has an equal reaction. So I thought that was pretty, I think that's right. Every reaction has an equal reaction.
Yeah.
Or force.
Every reaction has a positive or negative reaction. Something along those lines.
Energy never goes away.
Yeah.
You know, it always comes back in some kind of form. So it's kind of setting up the story. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, so they get to school and Danita is fighting, right?
Whooping some ass.
Davina is fighting because what's the dude's name that got shot? Honey Glock.
Buddy.
Two buck.
Body 20. Buck 20. Buck 20. There you go.
Buck 20. I didn't even know what that was right, actually.
Yeah, it's Buck 20. Yeah.
Because Buck 20 Buck 20 has slept with other girls, so Davina is mad. I just want to say Kanan is killing me with these faces that he makes when he's staring at her like that.
What's up? It's Kanan.
So he sees her in the principal's office, goes in, talks to her or whatnot, has a short conversation with her, finds out she wasn't in school.
Right.
Her mom comes in and we see her mom seems like she might be on drugs.
Little drugs.
She a single mother, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe she cried to the principal though, like that was gonna do something.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see her leaving the school, and your man Famous had like a little small joke to make.
Yeah.
But we also had them in the cafeteria eating for a minute, right? And then this is when Kanan starts seeing everybody staring at him. He's feeling the heat. But then his homeboy, I can't remember his name.
Dex.
Yeah, Dex.
Is like, well, I'm the one that shot him. As soon as he said that, I was just like, I know where this episode is going. And then we got to see Unique and Rock at the cemetery. I just want to say Joey Badass is killing this role.
Yes, he is.
Beast mode, man.
I circled around this joint like 10 times when you said you want to do a no security. And even then, you saw how his head was on a swivel the whole time he's talking to him?
Yes.
Yeah.
He still didn't trust. I was just like, yo. He's like, I thought you was coming for me, Rock. You never see me coming. I was like, that didn't sound intimidating. I'm sorry.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah, not even a little bit.
Yeah, it really didn't.
Rock does not hit me like a super badass. I feel like it's because we had Monet last season.
That's fair. I feel like this episode kind of watered her presence of the first. She
was more intimidating in the first episode.
And I think, I'm jumping ahead, but I think it's because of the romantic interactions and stuff that she had. I'm not trying to say that's the cause, but Monet
got it into with the cop.
She did. Yeah.
When Monet got it in, it was just like, all right, you done, leave.
Yeah, that was tough.
She really did.
That was some tough love right there.
Really does.
So with that being said,
and Mary don't smile in real life, so that
mean loving right there.
And then
love you, Mary. Not a diss.
I think her tremendous love and care for Kanan is kind of, I don't know. It's not, I mean, I feel like a mother's love is going to be a mother's love, period. But Monet has such a unique way of showing that motherly love in such a different manner to where with Rock, it's not that intimidating, especially when she's talking to Unique and everything, and like that. It's just like
because Unique comes off as a real gangster.
Yeah. And
like just you can clearly tell from the way he's always looking at his surroundings.
Oh yeah, he's the one.
His energy, his presence. You know what I'm saying?
I think Rock got the knowledge. She has the knowledge, but we don't know.
We don't even know.
I'm just saying, but she has the knowledge based on what she knows about the streets, but we haven't really see her
not yet
do anything.
Well, that's mainly because when the show introduces us to everybody, Rock's having issues getting drugs and Unique's having issues getting drugs in. It's not like she's the top of the food chain or anything. She's trying to get it together.
But it's just like, apparently Rock was that deal when she got in this street gang.
We don't know that.
What's his name? Howard. The cop said it. You know, we all know when she came in. You know, I forgot exactly what he said, but it made it seem like she just came and just like kind of took the game by storm. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I kind of get that, but I still got the vibe that the person that was over the person that was over Unique was actually the one who was running it. And now he's
maybe she just kind of slipped in behind him or what?
Probably took over something as the transition was happening with that squad, and now Unique's kind of back to guys because he wants all the coins.
So are we dealing with a situation where Rock just happened to come in and she's not really that powerful? Maybe she's not all talk to talk.
I feel like they got some more episodes to kind of get that into us.
I feel that.
So they have a conversation. And then that's when, you know, even Unique says, man, you know, a body got to drop.
A body got to drop.
A body got to 100% know where this is heading.
The streets need a body, man.
The streets need a body.
The way he said that with so much, you know, conviction, it was just like, you know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. Like, I really love Joey Badass, and what he's doing with this character, man.
He's killing it, man.
Yeah.
So we see them eating, or we see Melvin eating. We don't see Lulu eat shit.
Marvin.
I don't know why I keep calling him. We see Marvin eating. We see Lulu just chilling. He's really suave, really chill. Kind of reminds me of like a ghost type figure in a sense.
Oh,
in a sense,
point.
Yeah.
But so you know, they having a conversation about what their next move is. But my man Marvin want to have a party. Like fuck that. We're having a party. Let them know we back in the streets. But then not too long after that, we see Rock and Lulu bump into Famous and Dex. And was Jukebox there?
No.
Okay. Famous and Dex.
Jukebox had left already.
Yeah, you're right. And she has a conversation, and you can clearly see from the way they're asking these questions, they're trying to gauge whether Dex's family could take a loss.
Ooh.
Like you know, how's your brother?
I'm glad you pointed that way because I didn't put it that way as first. I thought they were trying to gauge who would be the best to take the fall out of Dex's family. Like, oh, your brother just got home? I thought they was about to pin it on his brother or something like that. So, but as the episode progressed, I'm like, no, it's not going to go that way.
I thought after Rocky spoke to Kanan, it made it pretty clear. Yeah. She was just like, so Dex got guns, right? You know what I'm saying? He keep a couple guns. He's kind of like a rider type.
I didn't like that. I thought that was too much. You know, it's a little bit obvious. Like I hope Kanan picks this up. I hope he's not going to be surprised.
Well, Jukebox saw it.
Yeah, Jukebox saw it. So.
I know, but I'm just saying. I hope he doesn't be surprised. Like you know, like you really did that to my boy. Like boy, you know,
my crew.
I don't know if that can happen.
It was either him or you. Fuck that! I could have took it by myself. I can see the whole episode now.
And then my thing was, I thought she was kind of figuring out who actually killed him, who actually pulled the trigger.
No, I didn't think that at all.
That's why, because she was asking where y'all get the guns. Like she's trying to put things together.
She was trying to create a story
because we know if y'all two were together, we can just say he was the one that did the shooting. You was just there.
Yeah.
So that was pretty clear. We get.
Hold on, I want to point out the fact that Famous does not want Lulu messing with his sister.
Yeah, he was blocking. He was supremely blocking.
Oh, she don't even like cereal like that or something.
She lactose intolerant.
So we see Melvin go to the club, right? Marvin go to the club. And what's the white girl's name?
I just saw it. It is. Oh, she's Tony.
She's playing Tony?
Yeah.
Okay. So he meets with Tony and tells her about the party. She's taking lines of coke,
serious lines. Oh yeah.
heroin, one of
Bumps.
the whatever was popping in
sniffing
New
that
York.
stuff.
Taking them bumps.
Yeah, but that conversation that Marvin had with Symphony was hilarious.
Yeah, it was pretty much
When
given.
he's like, "Yo, man, I fuck you up," and Symphony just leaned over the table like, "I bet you won't."
And he started laughing. Oh man, that was a
just
real
fucking
dark
with you to see
skin
what-
thing.
yeah, that was
I'm about to
real
say, that gave you some Tyler Perry energy right there.
I was
man.
just like, come on, man. I don't feel like we had jokes for light skinned people like that in the 90s. That's like some new shit. That wasn't some 90s joke.
I don't know,
I
man.
don't know, man.
Light skin, dark skin beef been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying that joke specifically.
Oh yeah.
About like, yo, you acting real light skinned, like those type of jokes.
No, people been acting light skin
I-
for a long
I
time, man.
think-
I'm
that
not
was-
saying people haven't been acting light skinned. I'm just saying I don't know if that joke was a joke being said at that time.
I think it could have been.
I feel like that's a newer thing.
Nah.
But either way,
Some
it
of the
was a
best light
funny
skin jokes came in the
conversation.
90s.
And that's the thing, Symphony ain't even really that light though. Like he's brown skinned.
Look, man, that felt like some Tyler Perry energy.
Symphony
right there.
is not brown.
I'm about to say, man. Yeah.
He's a little bit darker than me, but he ain't brown.
All right, so but that conversation was funny.
Yeah.
She okays the party, right? The party's set, ready to go. I guess we cut the jukebox.
Yeah.
And who is
Shopping.
jukebox with? Nicole?
Shopping with the white girl. Yeah, Nicole.
Yeah, so jukebox is with Nicole, and we see that Nicole is trying to understand somebody like jukebox. Matter of fact, before that, we saw jukebox hustling and selling jackets on the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
But then, so her and Nicole, they're trying to figure each other out. They you can see that they like each other. Jukebox is really trying to figure out who she is as a person.
yes.
Earlier, before that, Marvin had picked Kanan up and dropped him off at the stash house to see if he can follow directions. They didn't want to leave that out. But Jukebox and Nicole have a moment.
Yeah.
And then I guess this is when Kanan gets mad. He's mad that his mom's got him watching the spot.
Oh boy, didn't have to get on him like that though.
Boy, yeah, he's
Bro,
like,
I ain't trying to teach you. I'm your babysitter.
Yeah.
That's why we playing
See if
PlayStation.
you can follow directions. I was just like, duh. Like, I don't even know why Kanan would think anything else. But anyway,
He's young.
Yeah, he's young.
Anyway, so then I guess this is when Rock is talking to Kanan about what happened. He wants his corners. He wants a corner. She's like, no, you got to learn every aspect. She talks about his father again, and she's about to go out. She's rented New Jack City for them to watch. I thought that was hilarious. I was just like, New Jack City, and she gave him a tape.
Yeah.
Econ Rewind. You know what I'm saying? She leaves. She tells him to call Dex over, and I like the way she kind of. I like the way she kind of subtly did it. I didn't think anything of it though. Even though I knew it was gonna happen, I still didn't think anything of it until Lulu pulled up beside him, like, "Yo, we going to this party." And I'm like, "Oh."
I mean, I felt it coming.
At least he got some ass before he went out though.
Yeah, but still.
At least.
Yeah.
It was fucked
At the
up.
least.
That was fucked
I'm not.
It
up.
was
man.
fucked up.
It
bro.
definitely was. But you can see. So okay, they at the club. By the way, he's Kanan's watching the movie.
Yeah.
Davina walks by. He runs outside to talk to her. She's got a kid. I thought he was gonna invite her in to watch the movie. He was super whack for not doing that.
Nah.
She had responsibilities, man. She watching her
Bring
little
the kid.
sister.
I ain't say trying to smash. I just said invite her in to watch
Bro,
the
she
movie.
ain't grieving right now.
And-
All
and
she
he
talking
smoked-
about is $120.
So
She ain't trying to be nobody with nobody.
Yeah.
Especially when she already suspecting Kanan of being a part of the murder.
Yeah.
She ain't trying to be with that.
whatever. Anyway, so she goes. They talk very briefly. She goes. We see Dex at the party. Yo, man, where Kanan at? Nothing, but I think you need to meet her. He gets taken in the bathroom. He gets smashed. I ain't gonna say she got smashed. He got smashed
Oh yeah.
by the adult woman that was putting it on him, Ja
Yeah.
Rule style,
Y'all, what it all,
featuring
man?
Vita, featuring Vita, and we see Melvin outside fighting motherfuckers.
Marvin.
Marvin. Outside fighting people.
Do you think this whole thing is just a game?
Nope.
What thing?
With Marvin trying to get close to Tony?
Not Marvin.
I think he.
You don't think so?
I think he's trying.
I think
to
he's trying to get close to
yeah.
Tony.
Okay, they did kind of
But-
roast him a little bit in the
but-
restaurant.
But the question is how problematic is this going to be? Because we know Tony's boyfriend is in jail right now, right? Didn't they mention that? Symphony mentioned that in the first episode. Because they were looking for the guy.
They were looking for the guy, but she was there instead.
Yeah, she wasn't there. She gives the orders for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is gonna mess it up.
I feel like it's gonna be problematic, and I feel like Lulu's gonna go back and kill homeboy that owned the store for giving the girl a black eye.
Nobody has ever done that for me. I'm like, oh my god.
So don't be shocked when
for my girl. Yeah.
So don't be shocked when Lulu kills the store owner that gave his girl a black eye.
I kind of like that scene because guy was talking to Lulu and he was just like, "Why you talking to me?
Yeah,
running through her." And that kind of showed
he don't respect women.
He don't respect women and stuff like that. So
that's some 90s energy too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's some people that got that in 2020. So
that's
just general energy.
Yeah. They got caught on camera. Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, they outside having a piss on the wall together. That's a real bonding moment, I guess.
Oh, that's what's up.
And that's when Dex gets shot. And it looked like Lulu really didn't want to do it.
Nah,
you saw it in his face.
Hurt, man.
He's like, "Fuck, I gotta kill you, man. My bad, man." And
why did they call it a Reggie Jackson though? I know he's a baseball player, but I didn't get the meaning of a Reggie Jackson. I don't know if y'all caught that.
It's probably his number, Supreme Mathematics, right? So it's probably got something to do with his jersey.
Didn't think about that. Okay.
And that's what we were trying to figure out what they said, but I didn't even rewind it back to check to see what she said. That's when when Lulu called Symphony on the phone. That's what he said.
Oh, I don't know when he said that time, but I just know when they were talking with Marvin about the thing, he was just, you got to go do your Reggie Jackson thing.
Yeah.
I didn't catch what she said on the phone. I thought he was just like, it's done or something like that.
On the phone, he said home run.
Oh, he said home run.
Yeah, he said
okay.
Oh, okay.
He said we hit a home run.
Gotcha.
There you go. So shout out to Supreme Mathematics, and please don't be I don't know if that's a good idea to be giving out this Supreme Mathematics on a TV show. Now the cops gonna be like, "Now we can break it down. We never understood that."
Maybe
shit.
it was already public knowledge.
I was about to say people knew about that.
I mean, obviously you can Google it nowadays, but, still, cops too lazy. Man.
Yeah, they lazy.
People started trying to use it now, and they just gonna be like, "Y'all dumb."
Yeah, we just gonna check your IG. Yeah.
So they kill Lulu, but when
they killed Dex.
They killed Dex.
Yeah.
When Lulu killed Dex, but when Jukebox was coming home from her time with Nicole, she saw Dex get in Lulu's car, so she obviously knows what was going on.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the episode.
Yeah.
How did you guys feel about it? Did you guys enjoy it? And
overall, I thought the pacing was off.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I liked the episode for what happened in it, but I didn't like the way it was paced. It didn't have the same intensity as the first one. I'm loving what's going on with the characters and everything, but I don't think the pacing was handled well. But the strong performances by Joey Badass, Makai Curtis, I'm still loving him as Kanan. And, I guess I want to say the weakest part of the episode to me was with Officer Howard. Because I get it.
That was kind of corny, man.
Yeah, I get that. Like,
but he's playing both sides, though.
That's the thing. And I feel like it seems like it's supposed to be an interesting story thread, but I didn't really feel his entrance into the tailor shop was that hard.
Well, let's just talk about it real quick. So basically, Howard is in the car with his partner. Do we know her name? Burke? Is that Burke?
It may be Burke. Yes.
Officer Burke. I feel like it's Officer Burke. He's like, we're going to a tailor shop because she's trying to figure out, like, should we go speak to Buck 20's parents? Mm-hmm. She actually said his real name. He's like, nobody know him as that name. Everybody knows Buck 22.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
They go to the tailor shop and Unique is in there getting his jacket tailored. They have a conversation. He basically tells him, I want you to be
he poured
at
one
the
out
top
for the
of the
homies.
drug organization.
Before he poured out one for the homie.
Yeah, before he poured out one. And it was a slow pour, too.
That was a very slow pour.
Wow. But Howard, Omar Epps' character, basically tells Unique that he wants him to be the person in charge of the drug game. Just don't drop any more bodies.
I mean, it's interesting. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like that's going to be the predictable aspect of the story.
It feels like Training
because
Day.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Bert gonna die.
No.
She gonna die.
The female cop?
Yeah, she gonna die. She gonna end up finding too much out, and she gonna have to get got. That's what's gonna happen. I'm calling that right now.
I don't think so.
No,
she asking too many questions.
No Angela situation.
I feel like this is more like a Training Day type of vibe.
Yeah,
and she gonna get got.
Not her.
Oh, so you think that she go rough up and get in the streets?
She's gonna figure out more. And then she gonna flip on my guy, on my eps, man. I feel like that's gonna happen, and that might set up jukebox.
So you enjoyed the episode?
I did, I did, but I see what you guys are saying. Like,
I didn't say anything yet.
Oh, okay, well, see, I feel the energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some predictable moments, like the whole death of my man. That felt predictable. You know what I'm saying?
It was still rough though.
Rock, you're starting to see how she's more of a mother. Like she wants to be more of a mother than a drug dealer, at least in my opinion. She doesn't feel like a big bad in some kind of way, or she doesn't feel scary at all.
I feel that.
And I feel like we're just going to see her crumble more and more and more. This is going to feel like it's going to be a sad, you know what I mean? More of a sad thing. I know they're trying to plan to have a rise in their empire, but I just feels like it's going to be sad, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of like anticipating that.
Did we, correct me if I'm wrong, did we ever get any backstory on his mom in Power on Rock?
I don't recall.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't even mention it.
I feel like maybe Ghost may have mentioned Rock one time.
Okay. Because I was thinking about that, because I was just like, I don't think we've had any mention of her, like what happened and anything like that. So I really don't know where it can go at Rock.
We don't know about Rock. We don't know about Jukebox. We don't know about the rest of the team. What's going to happen with what's his name? Showtime or
Famous?
No,
Famous?
We know Jukebox becomes a cop.
We know
we know Jukebox, but at least her. Like, how did this happen?
Yeah,
like, there's so much things that we don't know. When they saw this saw each other in Power, they were kind of like, kind of like there was a little bit of tension there, So we're gonna see all that. But I don't know. I'm still enjoying it. I'm enjoying it 100%. I think it's funny at times. I think the 90s references are so relatable. I like my man Lulu. But this episode, I thought it was paced really well. But I'm kind of with y'all. There's some kind of obvious things that's happening, and I feel like it feels a little too predictable at times.
Go ahead.
So, first of all, shout out to Hallie Killjoy. She plays Jukebox. She sung Whitney Houston, the greatest.
Oh, that was
You
her?
Give Good Love to Me, yeah. That
Ooh.
sounded great. It wasn't Whitney Houston, but it definitely sounded great. And that's a compliment, because Whitney Houston is Whitney Houston. You know what I mean? So she killed that. The only characters, and I feel like I said the same thing last week, that I care about right now are Lulu and Unique. That's it. They're the only people that actually have personalities that seem cool for this show. I don't care about Officer Howard.
I don't care about him either.
And the worst part about this episode, and it bothered me from the first second the show, like within the first 2 minutes of the show. Can you guys guess what it is? And it bothered me for the rest of the episode. It bothered me in the first season, but yes, it's something with Rock.
What?
You know what it is?
What?
That fucking accent is horrible. She is trying to speak through her teeth and trying to do a New York accent. And anybody that knows New Yorkers knows that they don't talk like that. Like,
Gotcha.
it just don't sound right. And it's so bothersome because it almost it overshadows her acting.
Oh, wow.
Her trying to do this voice.
Okay.
I would rather her just talk and just not have a New York accent, which would probably be annoying for some people. But let me see where she's from real quick. Because if she's really from New York and that's just how she really talks. Let's see.
She's from South Carolina.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So with that said, man, she's doing a job acting.
Absolutely.
But that accent is killing. It is so hard to listen to.
It's definitely something.
And don't get me wrong, it's hard to talk like New Yorkers talk. I don't even talk like they talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like Joey Badass doesn't even have to try. I mean, I know he's from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like it just don't sound right.
I feel that.
But aside from that, I only care about two characters, and I feel like this episode was a bit better than the last one. But I'm not excited to watch next Sunday. I can tell you that right now. I'm not excited to watch it next Sunday.
I'm still, living for the show. I'm not gonna say I'm not excited.
I already paid, so I'm
locked in.
I'm locked in for 3 months.
I just want, I guess I just want Rock to have more of a backstory, because she's the leading lady of the show.
Yeah.
Along with Kanan, and
she don't got the presence that Monet has though.
And like you said, Lulu is much more interesting, and like, I mean, I guess it's supposed to be portrayed that way.
Well, I think Rock's character is written the way it's written because they're trying to show us what a female drug dealer would have to deal with a son that's involved in the game. Because I 100% feel like that's the direction based on the conversation she had with Unique the last episode.
Yeah.
They're trying to show us like when somebody's that closely linked biologically, how much of a psyche and how much of an effect that would have on their ability to be in the drug game. I feel like that's the whole purpose of like the way she's acting, the way she's acting.
Yeah.
So I feel like she's doing the best with the content that she's given.
Yeah.
But the way they're writing her character, it comes off as not as interesting as the rest because we kind of know what happens to Kanan. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It would have been better off just being a whole nother show with fresh characters in a different part of New York.
I mean, I ain't bugging about that. I'm still loving the joy of, finding out how these characters came to be and everything like that.
Exactly.
So I can't say all that. And I love the performance that Mekhi Curtis is giving us Kanan. So it's giving a little more depth to Kanan's character. So I'm enjoying that fact.
Is it though?
I think it is.
I agree with that. I don't think so.
We're getting to see a little bit. I mean, I feel like he's going to get aggressive rather quickly in the show, but we're seeing a small sliver of sensitivity.
But I just
from
feel like
Kanan and what it
we've
was.
seen everything we needed to see from Kanan. That's my problem. We've saw everything we needed to see from Kanan.
But like I said, you never know what this builds up for future shows.
That's what I want.
You never know.
Yeah, if there's a build up to like a future
if
show,
Unique
makes
gets
sense.
killed by Kanan, that's not interesting to me. I feel like that's what
there is going to be a big
build
there
up
is
to.
going to be a big kill though. Kanan's going to have to make that kill to make him a force to be
It
reckoned
has
with.
to be unique.
And like I said,
But to me, that's not interesting.
I think this is going to lead up to how he was running with Tommy and Ghost, and that's when
why.
it's going to get really interesting.
He's-
So you got to appreciate the build up.
And he's already
I don't have to
losing.
appreciate shit. Let's get that clear.
I just feel like you should.
You feel like it.
Because I mean, we can find out like how they used to run.
I
and
don't
everything
care.
together.
That's my whole point. I said the same thing last week. I don't care.
I think that's the beauty in the show.
They've told us a little bit and enough for me to get through the whole season of Power without saying, hey, I wonder how Kanan, Ghost, and Tommy got together. I never asked that question.
I felt like they did that in Power to get people wondering about it, though. They did for me.
So you asked that question to yourself?
I mean, a little bit.
Yeah,
a
I'm
little
just
bit.
saying.
1080p, you asked that question? I never
people
cared. It never popped in my head. Like, I wonder how these guys met. Like, they kind of went
It did
over
for
it
me.
a little bit.
did
Kanan
for
was
me.
running shit. Ghost wanted that position. He snitched Kanan out, but he didn't want to kill him. He put him in a situation where he went to jail
I think
and
it-
give him some time to cool off. That's what he said, right? That's what Ghost said.
Yeah.
So that was all I needed to hear. I didn't need to see it.
Well, I would like to.
Hey, shout out to everybody that wants to see it.
I think it's cool, man. And especially like, what is like the first mission with Tommy, Ghost, and Kanan? What did that look like?
Yeah,
I
that's
want to
cool.
see Tommy riding around in the new town fucking people up. I don't want to see kid Tommy
You don't
getting
see
yelled
Kid
at by his
Tommy?
mom. No, I don't. I don't want to see Ghost fawning over Angela as
Listen,
teenagers.
I appreciate the
I
fact.
don't want to see. I don't want to see
appreciate-
Ghost meeting Tasha for the
You gotta
first
meet
time.
Tasha.
I
don't wanna see any
appreciate
of
the way that they're expanding the universe, and I'm enjoying it. So I can't be mad at the show, even though I'm knocking some of the issues that I'm having with it so far. And I mean, I just gotta say, I just want to see if it turns out strong in the end. They already got a season 2 coming, so since I like the universe, I won't be watching.
It would be a waste if they don't have anything that sets up for anything in the future.
Yeah,
So if we're not introduced to a character now that we're going to see as an adult later on.
yeah,
To me, that's a wasted
yeah,
opportunity.
yeah. I agree.
Let us know in the comments down below how you guys felt about the show, the episode. How you guys feeling? You guys in love with everything? You falling in love with the new characters and everything like that? Just let us know.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Thank you guys for watching, man.
Peace.
Peace.